The date, October 4th, was chosen by the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, Girls, Trans, Two-Spirit Plus Memorial Committee. It is a day that we honor the lives of missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and gender diverse people, support grieving families, and create opportunities for healing. When we came to the city with the idea for this park, they agreed that it would be a great place for us to work and asked us if we would include the missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, trans, Two-Spirit monument in the park. We were really happy to do that, as we think that it's a very good fit with our celebration of peace, and so that ceremony. Pardon? Yeah.
Like you're eating it.
So, like I'm eating it? Okay. I have asthma, so I kind of breathe hard, so you're going to hear a lot of that too. So I think the Missing and Murdered Monument is a good fit for the Peace Park. Rotary is a global network of 1.4 million neighbors, friends, leaders, and problem solvers who unite and take action to create lasting change in communities around the globe. For more than 100 years, Rotary's People of Action in Kenora have used their passion, energy, and commitment to improve lives. Sorry, everybody. Okay. To improve lives through service. This is bad. Maybe it's too close to me.
Want me to hold the mic for you?
Rotary members are always working to better the world. Our Rotary Club is one of 42 clubs in District 5550 that extends to Lookout, east to Saskatoon, or north to Saskatoon and west to Moose Jaw. Building peace in the world is challenging and a lot of work. The dedication of the Peace Pole today represents a step towards building relationships. I think it's too close to me. Building relationships and friendships and getting to know one another, creating trust and commitment as we work toward making the world a better place for all. This project, the Rotary Peace Park, may be one of the most important projects our club has ever completed in our community. It represents one of Rotary International's 7 areas of focus, which is to create peace and conflict prevention and resolution. Our club wanted to install a peace pole in our community, as a peace pole is an internationally recognized symbol of the hopes and dreams of the entire human family, standing vigil and silent prayer for peace on earth. Peace poles carry the message, "May peace prevail on earth," and has been planted by supporters the world over in every region and continent on earth. It is estimated that there are over 200,000 peace poles in the world, on every continent. Our peace pole is inscribed in 7 languages: English, French, Ojibwe, Ojibwe, Ukrainian, and German. We chose these languages by referring to the 2016 census for this area. Our vision is for people from all ethnic backgrounds to be able to come here and find peace and solitude in this beautiful setting overlooking Lake of the Woods. Our club is grateful and honored to present this park to our city for all of us to enjoy. You want to do something?
No, I thought it was caught. Yeah.
I especially would like to take this moment to thank our partners, the City of Kenora and the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, Girls, Trans, Two-Spirit, and Memorial Committee. Our major donors for this park were the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund, the McKibben family, and the Kenora Hospitality Alliance. I think Gary McKibben is in the crowd here somewhere. That family donated significantly to the to this project. Thank you to everyone who hosted fundraisers, supported our fundraising efforts, and cheered us on. We are truly grateful for all the support we received. Our community is so giving, and it's amazing. I'd like to invite the Mayor of Kenora, Andrew Poirier, to say a few words now. Do you want me to hold the microphone for you?
My wife said I usually don't need a microphone.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks Beth, for those words. Honored guests, community partners, treaty partners, fellow members of council, and I think we're well represented here today. I think we're maybe missing one who's out of town, so welcome to everybody. I have the honor to be here today as Mayor of the City of Kenora at this memorable event. I would like to begin our day by acknowledging the Anishinaabe families and their traditional lands where we are marking today. Please join our treaty partners celebrating 150 years of the signing of Treaty Number 3. Today is a meaningful day for the City of Kenora, as well as our community partners, the Kenora Rotary Club and the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women, Girls, Trans, Two-Spirit, and Memorial Committee of Ontario. The opening of this park is a clear demonstration of the meaning of partnerships and what partnerships can do to build spectacular public spaces like this one we are at today. The project began prior to the pandemic when the Kenora Rotary Club approached the city with the Peace Park idea, and instantly council and administration knew we found the perfect fit for the inclusion of the memorial monument within the Peace Park. The three parties began discussions to ensure that the visions of all parties were being met, and today is a positive result of this continued partnership. The Rotary Club of Kenora worked diligently to raise the necessary funds to support the development of this park, and our committee was generous as always, and our community. From various business owners to individual community members, along with assistance from the provincial or from the province, this beautiful park and peaceful has become a reality. The addition of this park to our community is another investment that makes our community better. Parks bring families together, demonstrate community pride and activity of our community to attract visitors and residents alike. We provide a community feel and space where people are welcome and inclusive. On behalf of council, I would like to thank the Rotary Club of Kenora, Treaty 3 partners, community partners, and the province for the support and belief in the project. We believe this project will bring together people and provide a place for quiet reflection and a gathering space for ceremonies on the shore of the beautiful Lake of the Woods. Thank you and be rich.
Microphone is not yet the wire is on the other side. No, that's okay.
Thanks, Mayor Poirier. With Jennifer Findlay representing the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund, come forward, please.
Hi everyone, I am happy to be here today. I'm representing the Northern Ontario Heritage Fund, which many of you know as NOHFC. I'd like to congratulate the City of Kenora and your partners, the Kenora Rotary Club. The Kenora Rotary Club and Wabaseemoong Independent Nation. That just rolled right off my tongue. On the redevelopment of this green space. Through an NOHFC investment of $230,625, this park has been redesigned to create a space for reflection for locals, for area residents, and for visitors through both the Rotary Peace Pole and the monument to honor missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls and transgender Two-Spirit plus people. Congratulations on this project. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Programs are getting better and better.
Okay, thanks, Jennifer. Lastly, representing the president of our Rotary Club is past President Sheila Reed.
That's some of your favorite programs are down. Thanks, Deb.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out to join us today in this fall and weather. Thank you. Thank you for coming out for the dedication of the Rotary Peace Park and the unveiling of the Murdered Missing Indigenous Girls Trans and Two-Spirit Plus Monument. The Rotary International, as well as the Rotary Club of Kenora, has a strong history of doing things in our community and around the world. Internationally, as Deb said, there's over 200,000 peace parks in 180 countries, and Kenora has just joined that number. The Rotary Club of Kenora has over 100 years of supporting projects internationally and locally in our community. We celebrated our 100th anniversary in 2019? 2020. So some of the projects that we've already worked on with the city is at the Mon Creek Construction Center. It's the Rotary Room, the walking track, the mural on the building. We've also had the walking trail, the Rotary walking trail that leads to Garrow Park. We've had the Goodwill Geyser in the Harborfront, and our 100th anniversary project was the Splash Park, the Rotary Splash Park at Norman Park, and we're very honored to have be back partnering with the city today and also partnering with Murdered Missing Indigenous Girls, Trans, and Two Gender Plus. Why a peace pole? And I think Deb already mentioned that, but a peace pole is an internationally recognized symbol to the hopes and dreams of all nations for peace on earth. Each peace pole bears the message, may peace prevail, and we have it in 7 languages on our monument. The bringing together of many nations is not new to us. For thousands of years, this central location of Canada brought different nations to trade, to kindle old friendships, to celebrate and to feast. And this site today on beautiful Lake of the Woods is a perfect spot to continue that gathering. Planting of the Peace Park is a way of bringing peace together, our people together, to inspire, awaken, and uplift the human consciousness over the world. We feel this is a wonderful project for Kenora and community. The peace poles are now recognized as the most prominent international symbol and monument to peace, and they remind us to think, speak, and act in the spirit of peace and harmony. The Rotary Peace Park and the Monument to Peace is a memory, and in memory of missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls, will continue to inspire the spirit of reconciliation as we, our children and our grandchildren, will live together in dignity, peace, and prosperity on the lands that we share. In the words of our RI President Gordon McNally, peace is the soil where hope takes root. And I hope that we see that in the park today. So Rotary would like to express our gratitude to the many donors our donations that we received over the last few years, and our major donors are listed in the program. Businesses and individuals really did embrace this project. We had small business, we had mothers, we had larger businesses all gather around this project and make it happen. So today is an exciting day when the Rotary Club of Kenora can sit back and with gratitude and be grateful for the opportunity to gift this park to the city and the residents. Miigwech.
So we ready now? Okay.
Okay, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the unveiling of the Missing Murdered Indigenous Women Two-Spirit 2+ Loved Ones Monument for the North. We're going to start off with the Blackwater Creek. Sorry, they told me to write it down. The Blackwater Creek Singers, and I'm going to just hand the mic over to him so they can sort of introduce themselves and tell you what he's about to do. Thank you.
Bonjour, magate magkuha ka na kasi condition class magkuha tutem. Asam ko say utang medunji. My English name is Edmund Jack, and I'm here with Blackwater Creek. The first song we're gonna sing is a Thunderbird song to acknowledge the Thunderbirds that are here today, because growing up in this way of life, I've been taught that when it rains, it's the Thunderbirds showing pity on us and acknowledging that they're here to support us it's not a bad thing when it rains. They're nurturing the land and the people with the water, the main ingredient of life. So we're gonna sing a song to acknowledge the Thunderbirds, and then we're also gonna sing a second song on behalf of the women spirit. So we got you.
Miigwech message. MMIWG message show. So I just wanted to give a little bit of background about what this is all about and what the monument stands for. So back in 2015, the federal government finally decided to call a national inquiry into missing murdered Indigenous women and girls. In preparation for the inquiry, MMIWG actually had arranged a gathering for families, a few gatherings in Ontario, so that families would have an understanding about what the national inquiry was, what the expectations would be, how they might participate, and so that everyone could be prepared for either great success or some disappointment. In November 2017, the National Inquiry released its interim report, and in it there were a number of calls to justice, one of which was commemoration of the lost loved ones of the missing and murdered. The final report was released in 2019, June 3rd. Since 2018, once the calls to justice from the interim report came out, some of the families in Ontario got together and wrote for funding from WAGE in order to have a monument in Ontario. What the families decided was that one monument wasn't enough because the province of Ontario is so large and so big, and there are so many lost loved ones within our province. And not only were lost loved ones here, did it happen here in Ontario alone, but all across the country, because we have families and family members throughout the country and in the United States. So having said that, a group of the families got together in the summer of 2018, and I was fortunate enough to be asked to help out. And so I worked with the families in facilitating as they brainstormed ideas for what they envisioned in the monument. And then monument became monuments plural. And then there was a lot of work at fundraising in order to be able to secure the additional funds to have 2 monuments. So we were fortunate enough to work with Signature Memorials out of Aurelia. Steve Sanderson was a delight. He was so accommodating. He worked with the families in terms of the ideas and what they envisioned in terms of the color of the stone, the design itself. You will see, and I'll give a little sneak peek just in terms of what I'm explaining, is that there is a jingle dress dancer on part of the stone, and the detail in that is so exquisite. But it took a lot of patience, and we're so happy Steve had the patience to deal with the back and forth revisions, because the braid had to be just right, the cones had to sway just right, her footprints had to be just right, everything about it had to be just perfect. And when you see it, you'll know why. I will explain the concept of the monument itself once we unveil it, so that you can understand and see the full detail. But I also want to acknowledge, just before we unveil this, that this would not be possible without the support of, I don't want to pronounce this correctly, Wawasamong First Nation, Whitefish River First Nation, the City of Kenora, as well as the Rotary Club of Kenora. And we thank them for all their help and support with respect to having the monument placed here in the Peace Garden. All right, so without further ado, we're going to unveil the monument, and then we'll give a little explanation, explain what it's all about. Whoops. We're taking out the police here.
You want to come sit over here?
So, as you can see, it's made from granite. It's red granite. We wanted to make sure the color red reflected, of course, what important to us all and to our families. And so the granite came from India. You'll see at the bottom, the families wanted to make sure that the drum was present on the monument. So you'll see the drum ties all along the base of the monument. And then there is the heartberry and the flowers throughout the monument, as well as the dancer. And in the circle is this great big gap. And that space is reflective of the lost loved one or the one that's missing, because it can never be replaced and can never be filled. And as the northern monument, the dancer is looking over her shoulder to the south. And in the southern monument, the dancer's on the other side and she's looking over her shoulder to the north. And again, that's all the families, their brainstorming, their design, their vision, and how they wanted to create it. So I'll just give everyone a moment to sort of reflect. So Kyle Sanderson is here today from Signature Memorial. Steve was with us when the Southern Monument was unveiled, but was unable to be here today. So I'm just wondering if Kyle, oh, there he is. If he's going to give a few words.
Thank you. On behalf of Signature Memorials and founder Steve Sanderson, thank you for including our firm and staff in your group's project to have a monument designed and installed for the murdered and missing Indigenous women, girls, transgendered, and two-spirit persons. The following is on behalf of Steve as he's unable to attend today. From my first phone call with Maggie and the retreat at Manitoulin some 3.5 years ago, you have inspired us and given us the input and direction we needed to create this memorial. The retreat at Manitoulin was a special and unique moment, working with a group of families who were all impacted, be it a mother, sister, aunt, or friend. When reviewing design ideas for the monument, one could only imagine all the emotions you were experiencing. That is where the original concept for the monument began. I would like to thank all of those who attended. Each of you had a significant and important role in the design of the monument. Earlier this year, on June 21st, at the official dedication of the Southern Monument at Whitefish River First Nation, was one of my career highlights. All of the people who spoke did so from their heart and did so very eloquently about their experience losing their loved ones and how the monument was an important facet in the healing process. They now have a place to go, as you now have a place here in Kenora. We would like to thank all of the people, chiefs, and councils from Whitefish River First Nation and the Wawasimon Independent Nation, as well as the host city of Kenora. A special thanks to all the staff involved, Deb Lemaistre and her committee from the Rotary Club, and Sean Clifford, Kenora's facilities manager, who worked closely with us. A huge thanks and tribute to the Ontario Loved Ones Commemoration Council and the chairpersons Maggie Sywick and Jesse McDonald. You are brilliant and dedicated. Please keep up your important healing and educational work. It has truly been a privilege for our entire Signature Memorials team.